did not want to give my husband a BJ. I did not care. I didn't even think it was really that big of a deal. And I was just like, oh, you're lucky if like it happens to happen. But I was just like that girl. And if I would have rated our sex life, you know, when we were having like, my husband says like lukewarm sex, where it was like maybe only missionary and just, you know, he was always initiating and I never initiated. If I would have rated it, I probably would have said it was like between like a, you know, a 5 to a 7, because I knew it wasn't like super passionate. We were more like roommates, but I just like didn't think that much of it. And my husband would have rated it like a 2 to 3. He like just kind of dealt with that for years until he learned from a coach how to communicate these things. He was just so sick of rejection and holding resentment and just things being so boring and not knowing like when he was gonna have sex with me, and it was so low on my priority list. He just like stopped trying that hard, and when he learned to communicate these things with me, not out of anger and being mean and just like lots of like emotion, I really started to understand the depth of what that was doing to him. And I think a lot of guys think, oh, my wife's just not that sexual, or she's just not like that girl. And it's like, no, I don't think that they really know. I don't think they understand how important, how sex is the way that men connect. They need physical intimacy, touch, love, passion. And when I understood that, I changed radically, because I did not want my husband to feel like sloppy seconds. I didn't want him to feel that. And I was the reason that we were in roommate mode. Now, there were things that he did working with a coach and getting the right resources that allowed him to really communicate in a way effectively, and for me to see his leadership shift and for him to understand me and to know me. Like, I just felt so seen by him, so that when he communicated these things, I really cared. And I think if you're having trouble in the area of really showing your wife how much you care, that it's not just about sex, that it is about, you know, just the fact that you want to connect with her emotionally, then do other things outside the bedroom that really show her that it's not just about sex. When he started to do those things, it just radically changed me and made me want to listen to him and serve him and be like really his wife, not just a partner or roommate. It's not just by luck, it's not by chance, it's very intentional, especially after kids. Like, if you've had kids, you just know that everything is just a little bit harder. And so recreating that spark back in the bedroom, it doesn't take a ton of work, it just takes the right work. And so we made this course for you guys with you in mind to help you expedite that process. So excited for you guys that are getting the information that you need, and feel free to reach out with any questions.
This is good, but even this is him initiating. Like, show her that it's not just about this. Initiate and lead her and tell her that it's not just about, when it should be, in all honesty, if you were connecting with him like that, then you would know that. If you were asking those questions, then you would know that. Once again, I think this is a great message. I think she explained it perfectly. But I think, and I don't want to be too critical, but I think too many times men continue to be thrown in the driver's seat when you can just ask him, how was that for you? What did you feel like? Do you think this? Right? And once again, we're sitting there, I don't think women understand why. With all of these books out here, with all of this reading that they do, why don't they understand that? They talk about wanting a man to do certain things for them, reading certain books, Fade to Gray or Shades of Gray. They talk about reading these types of books and they get excited for the things that are being done to her. Why, in that moment, do they not say, maybe he likes it? If I'm enjoying this like this, maybe the man has this type of feeling. They don't think that. They just think, how can I get my needs met? And the man, like she was saying, has to put up with it. He has to initiate all the time. He has to deal with rejection all the time. Well, that's just always the way it's been. But why? This is what we continue to talk about. Men are raising their standard. You got to come with it. Hey, man, I'm a prize too. I'm important too. But modern women don't want to hear that. So, kudos. And I do hope that more women listen to this message.
This is for the black men in my comments saying protect this queen at all costs and finally a black woman with a better mindset. Boo, it's because I'm a conservative. Yeah, I'm not a Democrat. I'm a conservative. And a lot of black men consistently vote Democrat, even though you hate what the Democrat ideology is doing to black women. The fact is, the feminist movement lumped itself in with the Democrat Party, and black women have been the worst recipients of the feminist ideology. Being told that we are equal to men made us think that we don't need to respect black men. Black men do not want to put up with someone who wants to argue with you about everything, who will not let you do what you are meant to do and lead the household, right? You don't want to put up with someone who wants to unalive your unborn child because it's her body, her choice. You want someone who doesn't view herself as your equal, but as your partner, right? You want someone who respects and even appreciates your masculinity and doesn't call you toxic because you don't want to cry every single second. And someone who doesn't say, I need to see your emotions more, but the moment you say, it makes me uncomfortable for you to wear that, she tells you that you're a simp or you're trying to infringe on her rights as a woman, her ability to choose what she wants to do. You don't want to deal with all of that, guys. You just don't. And what we need to do as a black community is wake up to the lies that the left has been telling us, acknowledge and accept that you actually believe in more traditional conservative values. You've just been tricked into believing that the conservative party is full of racists. I'm here to tell you, as a black woman, that is not true. That's a lie spread by the left. Guys, take a moment this year. Go over the actual ideology of each party. Decide what you want your life to look like, what you want your family to look like, and then decide whether or not you're going to continue to vote blue. Because we've been voting blue since the 50s, and all we have is, honestly, more black women doing OnlyFans, more black women selling their bodies to the highest bidder, and less loving, supporting black wives.
This reminds me of the clip that Lauren, the Dadvocate, put out a little while ago when she was acting like, and I was really listening like an idiot. She was acting like she was about to say or tell the men how to really get a woman, and she started saying, well, talk to her. Well, you want to open up to her and be vulnerable with her. I'm like, okay. And she said, but not like that. And then she went through a couple of other examples. And then the punchline was, but not like that. So we want you to open up to us, but not like that. We want you to communicate with us, but not like that. We want you to do this to this, but not like that. So essentially what it brought about was confusion, misguided, directionless, a bunch of ladies, bunch of modern women. And this is what men get tired of, trying to please a woman. And then at the end of it, you get called too nice. Oh, you're a nice guy. Women don't want nice guys. Oh, well, treat her like this, do that. Oh, well, you got to toughen up. You got to do this. I don't need to do anything, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to kick you to the curb and I'm going to dump you if you're acting stupid, like she was talking about. These women are out here voting against their interest. I mean, you do whatever you want to do, but voting against their interest and even taking it out of the political realm. They are in groups that are against what they actually believe. Because my friend invited me, and so I just go because I don't want to be alone. I want to get in good with all of these other women. They look like they're having the time of their lives, just to see later on that it all came crashing down because it was all fake. A bunch of foolishness, a bunch of losers getting around in a Facebook group talking about the man that pumped them, dumped them, moved on to their friend, moved on to their cousin, made his rounds down to their aunt, their mother, their sister, and everything in between. Oh, he's a trash man. When did you find that out? Who told you that? Bitter women who ain't got nothing going for them. Well, I got a degree. I got a PhD. I got a master's degree. Modern women who ain't got nothing going for them, with all that education and can't think straight, continuing to make the wrong decisions. And that's why men are attracted to this type of mindset. When modern women when these ladies start speaking sense, oh, protect this woman at all costs. This one of the good ones. We see so much foolishness. I'm thinking about a video where the woman just walked up to a man as a part of rejection therapy, and she said, "Let me pay for your meal." She said, "No, I'm okay. I'm all right. I appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that." Men get excited when there is a woman that shows them empathy, that acts like, "Oh, well, you're a human. You're actually somebody that is to be respected, that is to be given common decency." This is the type of stuff that makes men check out of society, is running into these type of warped brained individual women. Good head on your shoulder.
So who remembers this video? Well, remember how I had hoped that it was some sort of terrible bad joke or some weird version of satire? Well, someone was kind enough to tag the original creator of that piece of work, and they were kind enough to leave a comment in regards to what they actually meant. My first question is, does a person know exactly what it's called when someone advocates for the elimination of an entire population of people? Yeah, there's a specific word for that. It's actually part of these crimes against humanity thing, I believe, last time I checked. But then there's the part that I think a lot of women like to leave out. There are lots, not just a few, lots of women that are guilty of those very same crimes that were mentioned. So what exactly is the plan there? Just going to ignore those? Or only argue certain things when it suits a certain purpose, shall we say? That should be an interesting thing to hear.
And I think that people don't understand that whenever a man loves you, he's going to correct you, right? Whenever you deal with a man who wants the best for you, you have to be able to accept the fact that he's going to make you take accountability. He's going to hold you accountable for your actions. His correction is part of his protection for you. He's going to make sure that you are the best version of you at all points in times, no matter what goes on. So he's going to hold you accountable. Calling him homosexual for holding you accountable is crazy.
Wow.
There is no way that that man is homosexual because he wants you to be accountable.
Message.
White women have too much power over every last black man. And that's why they try to keep them away from us. I don't know who us is, but I'm assuming that you're a black woman and the white women are trying to keep black men from you. That's not the case. I will tell you from my experience, my black man was practically homeless when we started dating. He had just literally just got on his feet within like 2 weeks of us meeting, and got a place to live. He was living out of a van. Okay. I am his first white woman. He told me, and this is his words, not mine, that black women would not give him the time of day given his circumstance. A black woman wants somebody already done, already put together, the business is booming, and they got money coming in, money flow, big money flow, because they want to be taken care of. I saw the potential in my man, saw how great of a man he was. He's a God-fearing man, and saw how pure his heart is, and saw all of what he was trying to accomplish, and I literally just backed him up on everything. Now we run a successful business together that I helped him build from ground zero. Not from ground zero. He had a little bit going on before me. He's starting to pick up the pieces, but I tremendously help. And he said the biggest difference between me and the black women that he has been with is they want a put together man, and he wasn't quite put together yet, and that was okay with me. I didn't need his money. I got my own money. I got me. Financially, I'm good. He was just a bonus. And that, he said, was the biggest difference. And again, I'm the first white woman that this man has ever dated. So his experience was completely different prior to me. I think it is what it is, sweetheart.
I'm emotionally mature, baby. I can handle a disagreement. I can handle, but y'all don't want that, man. Y'all start thinking a nigga weak. You'll think a nigga docile. And it's fucked up, but I really feel like soon as you commit to a woman, bro, she lose respect for you. She start losing respect for you, and it gradually, like she lose a little bit respect for you each and every fucking day, bro. Cause you're compromising to be in a relationship with her. Think about it. All the women you ever did be like, well, bitch, get the fuck on in. You can't get rid of them folks. They love you for life. But soon as you commit and you start showing them some good quality, man, you get weak to them folks. Like, man, what? This nigga don't even spit on me no more. Like, this nigga don't even spit in my mouth no more. Cause you love the bitch, so now you trying to make love to her. Nah, nigga. She want that pussy body slam sometime, dog. She want that pussy in the figure four, bruh. She want that pussy in the cross-face cripple. Y'all nigga be trying to be so nice and romantic and genuine. Get on top of that hoe and ride it like my pony on the hoe. Get what? The hoe outside getting slaughtered. Street nigga spitting on her, bro. Throw him in the booty hole, man. Joystick in your bitch. She come home happy as hell. You don't know why. Come on, man. Give her what she want, bruh. Fuck what you thinking. If you get too in love and too involved, man, put that shit in the back of your mind. Treat her like the bitch you want to go cheat with. Cause you gonna fuck that hoe like that. Man, fuck your old lady like that, man. Slut out. Your bitch want to be your slut, huh? All that nice and neat fucking and shit, putting the towel down. Man, fuck all that, huh? Go in there and snatch your bitch lace front off and then put it in her face and smother that bitch with it and then slam her ass on the bed, choke her and fuck her. But you might wake up to a PS5 in the morning, man, like straight up, man. The good guys finish last, my nigga.
I'm sad because my divorce lawyer requested another $4K, and like I think in the past year and a half I spent like $25,000. And it's not easy. Like, my ex keeps like prolonging this divorce because he wants my dad to sell his house so he can get money from it. Like, the whole custody plan and everything is like all set and done, and it just sucks because I'm like a single mom and I work my ass off.
It's honestly heartbreaking seeing this stuff, man. Our generation has made divorce such a necessary thing. You know, marriage is worth fighting for. And there are 100% certain circumstances that go against that. 100% meant cheating, abuse, whatever that might be for you. But I can tell you right now, man, that God is about reconciliation. A marriage is a covenant between you, your partner, and the Lord. A lot of people don't realize that. They're getting into these marriages, settling down for these women or these men that are not good for them, and then they're wondering what happened 5 years down the line. Why is everything hard? Even God-oriented people getting into marriages and not realizing that it's going to be an attack from the devil the minute you get married. It's going to be tough. Marriage is tough. The devil hates it. The devil hates marriage. Work through your problems. Stop running to divorce. Stop running to the next man, the next woman. Put God first. Include God in your relationship and it will last. I promise you, man. Gym, grind, and God.
Did y'all hear that whistle in the background? If you didn't, go back and listen to it. It's hilarious. That whistle. That whistle is... that whistle is somebody listening and reacting to her saying, I'm $25,000 in the hole for this divorce. I didn't know that it was going to be like this. And it was, oh, you're in it. And that's what modern women don't understand about life. You're in it. You're going to have a problem. I sat up here and tried to tell you that, but you didn't want to listen to me. And now here you are, like many other women have traveled down this path, on TikTok, talking stupid, begging and groveling. Oh, it's gonna be great. You're gonna have a party. You're gonna meet guys, and you're gonna go through this phase. And oh, girl, it's so fun. Okay. Well, you got the money, pimp. You got it. You got a boss woman. Go ahead, throw that 25 at him. 25K. 25 large. Go ahead.
Touch your husband, even when your mind is telling you you're not in the mood. Sometimes it's the physical connection that helps your heart and mind catch up. For so many women, desire doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It's responsive. You don't always feel ready until you start connecting. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or your marriage. It just means you might need a little warming up. In a healthy marriage, we do owe each other love, connection, and intentional effort, even when we're not fully there sometimes. And honestly, that's often what pulls you closer and reminds you why you wanted your husband in the first place. Every kiss, every touch. It's not just about the moment. It's about building something deeper. And when you lean in, you're not just meeting his needs, you're nurturing yours too. You're not failing because you need that spark to build as you go. You're human, you're normal. And sometimes that first touch is exactly what brings you back together.
Going to be placed under arrest for domestic violence and assault.
I am?
Yes.
Okay. You're crazy. That's so crazy. There's absolutely no way.
It is. I saw the video.
So you saw him pull my hair?
I saw him hit you. I mean, I saw you hit him.
But he pulled my
multiple
hair.
times. I was not here for that. Ma'am.
Oh.
Listen.
Where's the footage of him pulling my hair?
Ma'am.
Where's the footage of
ma'am.
him pulling my hair?
Listen. You can either walk out to the car with us, or we can cuff you and walk you through the school. I'd rather you walk.
You pulled my hair. You saw that.
I didn't see that part, bro. Tom's on camera.
He deserved everything that was good.
Here, I'll hold your phone.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Right here?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Quiet. Shut up. Be careful. Don't you cry like that in jail. They're not gonna like it. But I do love to see, though, women getting held accountable, especially for putting their hands on men. Because you see, society has done this little thing where we've gaslit men into being like, you have to be the strongest one. You have to be the roughest, toughest, alpha, most strong one. Oh, also, when you get there, we're gonna label you as dangerous. We're gonna abuse you and then laugh at you and be like, well, you're big. Obviously, you can't be abused. We live in a society that normalizes violence against men. Like, it's violence culture all the time. The fact that we tell men they have to be big and tough and then call them pussies when they get beat on, female pieces of shit, man beaters, they know this. They exploit this. That's why they beat on men, because they know that they can get away with it most of the time. So I love it. I love the tears. Bring it on. Let me salt my steak with it, please. I get intense satisfaction out of this.
Give me your phone, Emmanuelson. I want to be sure you're not hiding something.
Here. The password is our anniversary. Now unlock yours and hand it to me.
What? No! Mine is different!
How so?
A lady needs to feel safe and secure. I need my privacy.
Privacy is not a one-way street.
Wow, so you don't trust me?
Trust doesn't demand access, but suspicion shouldn't demand control either.
Whatever.
It's either we both do this, or it's game over.
So you're going to break up with me because I won't let you invade my privacy?
Keep your privacy, and lose the man who gave you his without hesitation.
Did you see the way she was crying? Oh my god, I love when they cry at the consequences of their own actions, although this one was hard to watch. Gentlemen, this is your daily reminder that not all women are safe for consumption, i.e. there are a lot of women out here who genuinely get off on making their boyfriends fight other men in public. That girl punched that dude in the face, and the only reason why she didn't get punched in the face is because he doesn't hit women. Now, a lot of women know this, and they'll take advantage of that, and that's why they put their hands on men. So in result, her boyfriend got jumped by a shit ton of people. I hope he's okay, by the way. Sorry to say, but if I was him, I would dump her the second I got back home. He's in America too, so Lord knows you're paying my medical bills. It's genuinely alarming and quite disgusting, the mess that women will get their men in just because they feel like they can. It's a sense of entitlement. And men, don't forget, we live in a culture that encourages violence towards men, and they encourage it through lack of consequences for women that provoke it. So don't mess around with women like that. She gets no dick. Thank you.
The woman has all the power in the house.
All of them don't know how to use it.
Just don't know how to use it. All day long, and I have said this in another viral clip, talking about the word submission.
Yeah.
I submit to my wife all day, every day. She dictates what we eat, when we eat, what side of the bed we sleep on, where we sit, what time to go to sleep, the physical intimacy, when we have sex, if we don't have sex, the temperature in the house, all of that. My wife dictates all of that.
Yeah.
I submit to her all day. So when I say to you, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, I expect you to submit to my provision. Why? Right. Because I submit to you all day. This is a dance.
Yeah.
This is a dance.
Yeah.
Your turn. Here go your song. Okay, now we chop to your song, because this your song.
Right.
I'm getting ready to play my song.
Yeah.
You better get up. It's time to dance.
You can't be tired
now. Because don't get tired now. Don't tell me your feet hurt now.
Right.
Because we danced to your song 3 times.
Right.
They played your song back to back to back. You know I don't even like that song. But I dance with you because you are my woman. I love you. That's my job.
100%.
You feel me?
100%.
This is the stuff that we are missing. And a lot of it gets missed, again, back to your point, because the wounds get too big for the moment. They get too big to deal with the problem. It's never about the problem. It usually is about the person.
Download the PrizePicks app today and use code TAD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TAD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Women think men are easy until they try to get married. And since they typically only want to hitch their wagons to the high-value dudes, many of them are woefully unprepared for the challenges they suddenly encounter in this process. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Women have to offer something other than their sexual access in order to secure commitment. Now, many women listen to this and think, well, geez, Orion, I have a lot to offer. I'm well-traveled, I have a master's degree, I have a position as an associate manager, I make $100,000 a year. I think I come with a lot. And I'm here to tell you that men don't care about any of that shit. They don't. It's the cat that decides what milk is good, right? Women seem to think they can dictate what men should value while simultaneously dismiss the things that men actually do. To secure commitment, a woman needs to be useful to the man in question, and she cannot create unnecessary problems in his life. High-value men want warm, supportive, feminine women. You're there to help him realize his mission. He's not there to help you realize yours. Your mission gets realized in the process of realizing his mission. Like, that's what's expected of anyone who serves on another person's ship. And if that doesn't work for you, that is perfectly all right. But you might have to build your own ship and seek to attract a passenger of your own. Just keep in mind that the men who you might want to attract, the men who already have their own ship, aren't ever going to give that up to be a passenger on yours.
And you and you know what comes with having your own ship? A bill. You're going to have to pay that bill. And that's what modern women don't want to do. They don't want to pay the expenses. They don't want to pay the bill, which is why they try to get on a man's team. And what really, honestly and truly, this doesn't just go for high value men. This goes for men, period. If you say you want to be on my team, if you say you want me to lead, protect, and provide, these are the rules of engagement. Well, I don't got to take that. I ain't going to be with you. You ain't nothing but an incel. Okay. We're going down the road then. So then they do go down the road. And then they get with that high value man. And then after they then had that man pump him, and before he dumps him, some high value man was like, man, I really enjoy that. I would like to keep her around. Okay, so here's my rules of engagement. And she says, like Orion is saying, well, I want this, I want that, I want to do this, I want to do that. What? What? What are you talking about? Oh, I want to do this. And, I'm this, I'm that, and I should be able to. You could play this game with those other fellas that weren't making as much money as you, but like those other fellas were trying to tell you, you go. And I heard them tell you, right? Because sometimes these women be working in the same company as these men. A man might have a higher position in the company. He might be looking out the window, looking at all the boys on the yard, seeing what they up to. What y'all got going on, fellas? What's up? What y'all doing? They don't know it, but them boys might go out for drinks. Oh yeah, I'm hanging. He make more money, so they automatically hanging around in a different tax bracket. You don't know, stupid. You don't know that this brother over here just works in the office. This other brother just works in the field. I'm the manager in the field. He work in the office somewhere. Number one. Number two, you didn't know that we make about the same amount of money. But even if we didn't, we still boys. Some of these brothers go to church together. Some of these brothers go to the same gym. Some of these brothers in the same basketball league. Some of these brothers play sports together. Some of these brothers game together. You never know where these boys be meeting each other. You never know. And they know, hey man, that's my boy. Hey, what's going on, Doc? You never know that. So you go down there and treat him like trash. And then you try to double back around a man that you think is high value. And he tell you, hey, I know my boy told you. Because he was you the girl he was telling me about. That song by Usher and R. Kelly. Same girl, right? Oh, so you the girl he was talking about. Okay. All right. So here's how we gonna do it. Y'all don't understand. Just like y'all have y'all's, are we dating the same guy? Y'all are asking the question. But y'all move so sloppy that y'all be messing with this dude and then messing with that dude. And the guys put two and two together and it's like, this the girl? Yeah. She got this? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. And so by the next time, he got you figured out. There was a woman once again online talking about this. Yeah, man, I tried to do this and I stole this money and and this and that. And I thought I was going to get away with it. Turns out I ran into his homie. And his homie confronted me about it. They do that type of stuff, right? So this type of, oh, well, I'm just going to dog another man out and then go to the high value man and then think that it's going to be different. It's not. I heard my boy tell you that this was the way it was going to be and you didn't listen to him. Well, I'm going to reiterate, as the high value man that you thought you were going to get, it's going to be the same way with me that it was with my partner down in the field. The heck out of my face.
crying. Oh my god, I love when they cry at the consequences of their own actions. Although this one was hard to watch. Gentlemen, this is your daily reminder that not all women are safe for consumption, i.e., there are a lot of women out here who genuinely get off on making their boyfriends fight other men in public. That girl punched that dude in the face, and the only reason why she didn't get punched in the face is because he doesn't hit women. Now, a lot of women know this, and they'll take advantage of that, and that's why they put their hands on men. So in result, her boyfriend got jumped by a shit ton of people. I hope he's okay, by the way. Sorry to say, but if I was him, I would dump her the second I got back home. He's in America too, so Lord knows you're paying my medical bills. It's genuinely alarming and quite disgusting, the mess that women will get their men in just because they feel like they can. It's a sense of entitlement. And men, don't forget, we live in a culture that encourages violence towards men, and they encourage it through lack of consequences for women that provoke it. So don't mess around with women like that. She gets no dick. Thank you.
Somebody in the comments said, why did they let her do that? They didn't. She just did it. She just did it. I mean, he's looking at the guy. He's trying to push the guy. He's like, whoa, hold on. She did that. They're jawing back and forth. He's trying to break the both of them up. Yeah, they're jawing back and forth. He's upset. See, right there, he probably should have walked off. He probably should have walked off. But he's thinking this whole time, well, I gotta get something for my troubles. That's what he's thinking. So that's what you have right here. Yeah, he's trying. So he's right here thinking, I got to get something for my time. I got to get my leg back. And that's when he starts swinging. I got to get my leg back. I got to get my leg back. That's it. End of story. I got to get my leg back. And now you see her crying and whining and all that other nonsense. I mean, oof, man, crying. And you got him into this mess. This man could have gotten seriously injured, but modern women don't see it that way. They don't care. They just feel like, oh, my emotions are going. I mean, my God, we can't come out and have a good time. This is the danger. And men know this already. I keep on telling you, man, these modern women, they are not emotionally regulated. They're not. They're not emotionally disciplined. They can't read a freaking room. Read the room, man. Talk smack all you want to, but don't. We going back and forth, but why you put your hands on somebody? Sit down and be quiet. It's over. Sit down and be quiet. But society has taught modern women that you can just put your hands on anybody. I'm thinking about Lenny Miller. He does all those things to where he's like, hey, is height important? Yeah, okay, step on the scale. And they get upset. Right? He does that type of content. A woman walked off, double backed, got in his face, and swung on him. Who told you could do that? Lenny probably about 6'1", 6'2", at least. That woman probably about 5'6", 5'7". Lenny, she's doing this. Lenny looking down at this woman. Lenny, he ain't the biggest dude in the world, but it looked like bro does work out. So that, and the man is young. Sometimes that ain't nothing like that young stream. Them boys might have just come out of high school and college, pumping that iron. That man would have just flicked his wrist, just a jab. He'd have knocked that woman on the other side of the street. But they don't care because their emotions take over them. Like Chloe was saying, leave this one at home.
Now, what did you do to your ex-husband that led to that relationship ending?
I probably withdrew love from him.
But he hurts me.
And you hurt him.
Yeah, I guess I do. He doesn't seem like he cares, though. It doesn't even seem like it affects him.
Of course he doesn't. Same strategy you use. He's just better at it. Because he's a man. He has no one to talk to about it, so he won't.
He doesn't talk about anything.
He's a man.
This is why nice guys finish last.
The perfect man exists? I don't know yet. There's a man right now that spoils me, but I don't want to date him. Why not? He's 5'6". I don't even want to touch him. So yeah, he's just buying me like Cartier, and I'm like, thank you.
Okay, very cool. Do you have any questions for him?
Just a statement. Like, you're such a major green flag that I'm like, I can't.
That's okay. Thank you so much for saying that.
I think you're
What?
just too much of a green flag that I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to ruin you.
Wait, so you're saying he's too perfect, therefore you're gonna reject him?
Yeah.
Understood.
Makes sense, yeah?
It's going to be your heartbreak. He was like, we should date. And I was like, no. And he's like, we'd be good. And I was like, no. And then I like jokingly told my younger sister who had met him, and she was like, oh, he's so great. He's amazing. He's such a nice guy. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I can't be with a guy that's nice.
I'm Lola, and I think you're just a little bit too normal for me. You like to have a good family, and you like to work on your career a lot. But
I'd have a job.
good, but like for my job, I can't do the whole 9 to 5 schedule to adapt to my partner. So too normal.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you feel like a very good boy.
I mean, why are you even talking? That's the thing. These modern women can decline a review, an interview. You can decline it, but yet and still they sit up here and they talk. I don't get it. This guy's caption says they want drama instead of peace. They really do. They really do. They can't figure out how to just shut up. Can't figure out how to be quiet. That's why they have that little prank going around where the men start off and they say, we can do something that a woman can't do. And then they just back up and then they just sit there. What is it? What's going on? These modern women can't shut up. They can't be quiet. You don't even have to say any of that. They ruin their prospects. Oh, well, I still got men flocking to me. For how long? For how long? When a man I thought these the same women get married, and then when a man start dogging them out, or when a man stop paying attention to him, a man, oh, he just provides, he don't really help me with the dishes. My life has been hell. My life has been terrible. I got all that mental load. You remember when you was hell to another man? When you was drama and chaos to another man? And how all of that is now catching up with you? You forgot that, huh? You forgot what you was doing to him, somebody was going to come back and do to you. Oh, but that ain't the same. That ain't the same. I beg to differ. You was out here doing stupid stuff and you got what you got.
If your marriage has turned into, oh yeah, let me not try either, we really need to talk. I saw it everywhere yesterday. He didn't get me anything, so I'm not getting him anything. She didn't plan anything for me, so why would I plan something for her? Since when did withholding love become the strategy? Matching each other's bare minimum does not protect you. It slowly lowers the standard for both of you. You are not proving a point. You are simply teaching your marriage how to survive without effort. And that's the dangerous part. Because marriages don't usually explode, they erode. Quietly, pride by pride, moment by moment. Somebody has to decide it stops. Because if you both keep waiting to feel loved first, you will both be waiting forever.
What does a woman provide? Let me show you what a woman provides, because most women are already doing it without realizing it. So sit down. Listen, a lot of women think that feminine value means cooking, cleaning, just being pretty, and like all of this step forward wife nonsense. No, let me actually show you what feminine value looks like in real life. Scenario number 1, the overwhelmed man. So the overwhelmed man, he comes home frustrated Work drained him, his shoulders are tense, his jaw is tight, and he barely talks. Most women think that the right thing to do is to ask, "What's wrong? What happened? Do you need to talk?" That is exactly what you don't do.
What you do is manipulate him in that situation, making him think that you're more important, so he needs to do something for you instead. Pull him in, stroke his hair. And that is supposed to activate some masculine thing inside of him to the point where he's like, fuck me. She's more important. Baby, what do you want to eat? What do you want me to do for you? Completely ignoring his feelings, his stress, his problem. What a selfish bitch. Now she went on to say a bunch of other stuff like if he wants to buy a house, do not sit down with him and work out numbers. He's the one who's supposed to be doing that. In fact, what you're supposed to do is tell him what you want the house to look like. 12-foot ceilings, you want a kitchen where the kids can do school. All these things you need to tell him and just leave him to figure it out. Do not help him in any type of way. Oh, this is another good one. Make him jealous. How about when you go out, you laugh gently with other people, talk with other people so he can get into his masculine energy and be more protective of you. These women are fucking crazy.
You really can't make this stuff up.
They pushed feminism because they said if we can push mothers and women into the workforce and we double the workforce, workers of the world unite, you know what I'm saying? Through the university systems, we can kind of propagandize the young women to be socialists and to be Marxists because they kind of tend that way anyway. The way that women's brains work is very like communitarian. For a reason, we're moms. So it's very easy to radicalize, and this isn't my opinion. You can just read the writings of these people and they tell you. All these early 1800s writers were saying we need to get women away from the home and away from being mothers and push them into the workplace because then we can politicize them, we can motivate them into becoming revolutionaries. Instead of staying home with your kids and doing all these things for your family, for your community, you're doing them for a corporation and are away from your kids all day. Where do they go? They go to public schools, where the public school system then can dictate to them what the values should be, what the worldview should be instead of the parents.
This shows how evil women are. They'll be going about day-to-day life, making out as if they're all happy with you. You're treating them to things and all like that. And in the back of their mind, yeah, I've cheated on you. That's insane. I get why people think, is there even any good women left out there? There will be, but it'll be 1% of the world. Trust. Every girl has that cheating in them. They always want more. And that's sad. If you're a man listening to this, focus on yourself, work hard, get closer with the Lord, and He will send you the right woman. Just don't go chasing it. Stay woke in the streets like Big Brr.
So what percentage of aviation accidents would you guess are at the hands of DEI pilots? Well, women and minorities make up only 10% of pilots, yet they make up 50% of accidents. Yes, 50%. You know, it's not like this is for something important, like flying in a metal tube in the sky or something. Now, it is a small sample size because crashes are thankfully not that common, but they have caused 4 out of the 8 crashes since 2000. It's almost like lowering standards has consequences, and they always cover it up. Remember that horrific crash in DC last year? Well, they copied the playbook for how to cover up when people die from DEI from 1994, when Kara Holtzgreen, the Navy's first female F-14 pilot, also became the Navy's first female pilot to die in a crash. Officials said it was engine failure, and her training commander insisted that everyone has a standard that they all have to meet. But then a whistleblower leaked 5 months later that it was pilot error. And this pilot had had multiple safety violations that would have washed out any male pilot. I guess we shouldn't be totally surprised, but also, you know who the most famous female pilot is? Amelia Earhart. Do you remember what she's famous for? For not completing her flight. Yeah.